Welcome to my channel. My name is Daylitor, and this is a follow-up video that I plan on making from my bullying video that I did a little while ago. And I was going to do a follow-up video anyway, but it's been good to see people like Going Youper and Boxing Boy, fellow people on this channel who I've looked at their videos, obviously, and me and Boxing Boy obviously go way back. If you follow this channel, you know that. So it's good to see people talk about this subject, and the whole point of it, from my point of view, from my video, was awareness, and not only awareness from being a victim, because I even said in that video, and I'll put a link in the description below to Boxing Boy's video, which he did, which is an excellent video from the point of view of a bully and how you can bounce back from that. So it's a very good companion piece to my original video that I made, and Going Youper has done a series on it, and he has a very interesting series on it, especially his part 3. That's very interesting. I'll put links in the description to all those, so go check those out, and also check out the video I initially made on it, because I'm not going to touch on that as much on this one. This is just a follow-up to kind of what I was going to plan on doing anyway after everyone's seen it, to just kind of put an end cap on my experience with it. As I said in that video, if you haven't seen it, I don't consider myself have been bullied more than I was just teased, and my perception of it was different. So, I mean, looking back on it, my perception of bullying was different. I mean, there's cases where I even said in that video that there were cases where times I felt like I was a bit of a bully, but it was only because I was trying to fit in, and it didn't work for me, and I stopped it immediately. And I'm talking immediately, like the times I tried to bully people was like, I can literally count the days that I can remember the instances where there was like literally days. It wasn't some kind of prolonged period in my life, you know. But I do understand the point of view of both sides, because again, I was if you have seen the video, if you haven't, please, I suggest you go watch it below, because spoilers on this one about my story, right? So if you haven't seen it, you do know that like I was not an unpopular kid. I could stand up for myself. I got in a lot of fights. I did what I had to do to keep people from messing with me. So I didn't ever shy away from anything, but I do remember plenty of times where I could have just as easily been a bully myself. I could have easily done it because of the crowd I hung out with. I hung out with the popular kids, and I saw them bullying people. Now the one difference, and this is what the cap I wanted to say was, the one difference between me and other people is that I didn't allow other people to get bullied in front of me. That was a big no for me. Which, because I was involved in sports, but I also was involved in marching band, a lot of my sports guys, you know, they used to be like, hey, look at those marching geeks or whatever. I'm like, not around me, brother. Ain't gonna happen. Those are people. Those are my people. I marched out in that field just like everybody else. And I'm telling you, like, it's you know, even in high school, you can drop the courage to do it if you want to. You just have to pick who you want to be friends with, to be honest. Like, if you're involved with something, you automatically have friends. That's why my mother was like, you're going to be involved in something. You're not going to fucking sit around and goof off. You're going to be involved in something. Because usually whenever you're involved in something, there's people who are involved with that too. So you already have something in common with people. People who have something in common become a what? A team. People who are a team grow confidence together, and people who are a team who have confidence accomplish things together. So if you're a loner, the best thing I can say is, like, you need to talk to maybe not anybody in your school. This is the social media age too. You can get online and talk to pretty much anybody if you go to the right places and it's people you can trust. But my advice to you is, if you're somebody who feel like you're alone, there are things out there where you can easily get involved with things and become popular with people who matter. Right? Popular with people who matter. Popular with people who are going to be lifelong friends, potentially. You never know. I know the people that I'm friends with, both the marching band friends, sports friends, lifelong friends on both sides, because I bridged the gap. I didn't allow my dork friends not to come to my parties. When I had a party, I didn't give a damn who you were. If you were my friend and I talked to you every day, you were invited. And anybody who showed up there, they all got along. Because they're out of school. When you're in school, school is tough. Now, I can't talk about the social media age because I've never been bullied on it. I'm 38 years old, so I didn't grow up with that. I grew up in a time where if you had something negative to say to somebody, you better grow the balls to say it to their face, because your face might be wrapped around to the other side if you say it to the wrong person. So then it puts you in a position where you really had to think about what you said to someone. Verbally, written, whatever. Word of mouth. I mean, how many times, anybody who's born in the 80s, how many times did you hear from somebody, hey, this person said this about you, and your blood will boil? Because you're like, you know, what a coward. Didn't say it to me. I'm hearing it from this guy. I don't give a fuck. You know, so it's just one of those things, right? So I would say to you, get involved in something. And if you are curious to see what the point of view of the bully is like, there are plenty of people out there now who share their stories. That's why I thought what Boxing Boy did, my buddy Jay, what he did with his video was great, because he showed his point of view of being a bully. And he's one of my best friends. And I'm telling you right now, like, I never would have guessed him to be a bully. And there's a lot of people that I guess that I had been bullied. I think there might have been people out there who thought I got bullied more. You know, it's just a perception of people. You know, it goes back to bullying. You bully people you really don't know that well. Because if you know somebody really, really well, you either bully them because you know them too well or you don't know them well enough. And I knew, like, I stayed in that gray area. You don't know what I'm capable of doing, and at the same time you do. And that causes people to leave me alone. And they know I'm a good person inside, and I could care less about what people think. But the number one thing I'm going to say again, I said that in this video. The number one thing is that I didn't care what people thought about me, because I knew I had people in my corner who I cared about far more than anybody who were coming at me. So if you don't have anybody, that's where, if you care about yourself, and it's not easy, you have to find somebody. But sometimes that's not the person being bullied. Sometimes I feel like that's not on them to have to go find somebody. If you see somebody being bullied, sometimes you need to take them. You have to grab them and say, look, you're hanging out with us this weekend. I'm calling you every day. I'm writing you a note in class and say, hey, look, you know, hey, you want to sit with us at lunch? I used to do that all the time. I used to always ask people, come sit with us at lunch. And if my table was acting up and making fun of people, I would go sit by myself. You can ask anybody in high school that. In fact, my senior year in high school, I used to eat. I refused to go to lunch. My last semester in high school, I refused to go to lunch. I went to the library because I got tired of all the bullshit in the lunchroom. From this clique and that clique and this clique, because I was friends with all of them. And I got sick of it. I got sick of being, you know, having to choose. Should I go sit with my band friends? Should I go sit with my black friends? Should I go sit with my white friends? Should I go sit with my Asian friends? Should I go sit with the yearbook club? Should I go sit with the big fat guy in the corner who I talked to in math class, and I never talked to him outside of math class because I'm too cool to talk to him? I mean, come on. You know, I told all of them, this is my show of respect to all of you. I'm not going to sit with any of you. So that's how I dealt with it. I'm not going to make this video too lengthy. Link in the description below to fill in the gaps. This video is basically a follow-up video to basically say thank you for all the people who commented and shared their stories on the first video. I truly appreciate that. Continue making these videos. Boxing Boy, I love that video. Going Youper, love that series. You guys keep that going. This is what I wanted from my video, was to see other people's videos, not only in the reptile and the exotic animal community, but it's filtered out into other people who've watched my channel that I didn't even know watched my channel. And they finally said something, and they were like, hey, you know, I'm like, oh my, I didn't even know you watched my channel. And because this channel is just not, again, this is not just an exotic animal channel. This is a channel about life, exploring life, and enjoying it and exploring it together. And bullying is just another journey in life to overcome, to break through, to experience. In some ways, being bullied is a good thing at a young age. Looking back on it, I'm glad I was bullied, because if I wasn't, I don't think I would be the same person I was today. But again, I use the term bullying because that's what society labels it as. Just like the spectrum of autism, there's a spectrum of bullying. And it can be teeny tiny, and it can go all the way up until you're 80 years old, depending with a family member, depending on who you are. So it's a huge umbrella. bullying is. And my range hit right around teasing, and that's about it. Never got into full-blown people yanking me around and making me feel like crap and had me going home in tears. It never got to that point. Mine went to teasing, and it stopped at teasing because I wouldn't let it go on any further than that. And that started at a very young age. But again, I had support. I had people to wrap me up and say, hey, look, we're on your side. Doesn't matter what these people think. I have family members. Not everybody has that. I know I'm lucky in that regard. But there's people out there. Again, if you are a victim of bullying and you want to tell your story, you can comment below. Or you can email me at thebraveneverfall@gmail.com at any time. Put the subject line, put in the word bullied. So that's thebraveneverfall@gmail.com, and put in the subject line the word bullied and tell me your story. I've had people do it already. Trust me, I will get back to you as quickly as I can, and it's usually pretty quick. From my first video, I've had a lot of people contact me already, so it's doing its job. Thank you for everyone else who's making videos like this and sharing these videos. Share this video, share this video, share this video. Give this video a like, because giving a like to a video like this helps out a lot, pushes it up the ranks, so more people can get help and more people can experience what I experienced. And the more people see this video, who, you never know, it might just save somebody's life who's this close to thinking about ending it. So thank you guys. I'll see you guys on the next one. Be you and be genuine, but above all else, be safe out there. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.